Okay, I think we got it. Let's put it on here. And Happy New Year. What the heck is going on here now? Alright, let's get this charged. There we go. Okay, tighten you up. I had to put the little waterproof case on because the bottom of these cameras where they screw on now, that's broke. It isn't one thing, it's another. Well, anyway, Happy New Year. May the 2023 be a good year for you. Nope, there goes the male person. It's a female, but it's actually the male man, but it's a female, so it's a... There goes the male woman. Oops, what happened there? Did I break it? Okay, we got to get into the Skittles. I got 2 big bags, or 3 big bags of Skittles at home. Now I ate a bag already. Alright, anyway, I just got to get my breath a little bit better here. And let the mail lady take off. Because she's going to want to go quick and I don't want to have to go fast. So heading into the city. And she keeps on going. Alright. Where's my list? It's in my pocket. Yeah, I got in the car, got everything ready to go. Turned the camera on. Said I didn't have a memory card. And I remember the cord doesn't seem to work in this one anymore, so I have to take the memory card out, put it in the thing to get to read it. Okay, I gotta go to Walmart. Hot dogs. Wait. Walmart. There we go. One of the freaking kids knocked that post over. So the TT, the terrorist toddlers, were off to visit the other grannies for a couple of days. So bonus, we take it easy. Okay. Right, I got some. Have to get that on the way back, I guess. I have to stop and get the brownies. Lady makes me some brownies to help me with some pain management. Anyway, that's not here nor there right now. Right now, we gotta get to Walmart, and then I got an appointment at 2 o'clock. It's 12 right now. So I'm going to go in and out of Walmart. Got to get a baby spoon. And we ordered, or I ordered, 2 cases of milk last night. And Lord behold, they said to be available on the 9th. Today's the 3rd. And I've got another letter saying, come pick them up right away. So that was good. So I have to stop back here on the way back if I don't forget. Yesterday it was like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius here, which is really rare. It's -1 right now. And that is likewise as rare. This guy's still continuing to banging away at the house. Here we are. Great. Oh, I used to put some heat on here. $21 would be fine, I think. Oh. Climb it. Synchronize it. There we go. We're good. Just pay attention so I don't end up in a ditch. The road is as best as it's going to be. Unfortunately, they screwed up this year again. What they got to do before the frost gets into the road is get rid of all these little potholes. Then the road freezes solid. Then it can rain and stuff like that, but the road won't get beaten out. But they didn't. They freaking graded it before the rain. Then all these people on the road here got to get to work and whatnot. So they beat this road to death. Fill it full of holes. And we got holes until the grader comes sometime in the late spring, after the road dries up. And this section up here is not very long. Geez, I'm hungry. Anyway, from here to the chip seal, it's, you'll see down here, always full of holes. They might put a couple hundred truckloads of gravel on here. And the first snowfall that has to have the plow, he skins it right off. That's the end of the gravel. Someone needs to develop a machine like a screener where they can scoop out the ditches with all the rock that got blown off the side into the ditch back onto the road. Instead of getting another couple hundred truckloads of it. We could probably get away with 20, 30 trucks overall. And you can see the grader is taking the side of the road and shoved it off to the side of into the ditch as well. Oh well. Just the way it's got to be, I guess. Now the COVID cases, the flu cases, we're all up. Hospitals are full to the nuts again. It's just too bad. is. Now, something happened, I think it was the day before Christmas. My right eye, I woke up, and a whole bunch of stuff swirling inside my eye. They're called floaters, and they're very disturbing. And I think it's blood, or something like that, or a protein or something that's on your eye. Anyway, in the inside of your eye, it gets broken loose, and it floats around in the fluid in your eye. If I close my right eye, I don't see the floaters. If I close my left eye, that's all I see. It's just stuff floating around. And with both eyes open, I see it as if I had my one eye closed. Anyway, some of them are, the floaters are fair size. And depending upon where you are, and if you're not thinking about it, you'll think, geez, a freaking mouse just ran by. Or there's a fly. And I look and turn my head, and there's no fly, no mouse, or whatever. It's pretty disturbing. So I gotta get off my butt this year and get a couple more health things sorted out once and for all. I got a broken tooth. It just, from eating those rock hard peppermint candies, I like to use my teeth to kind of crunch them down like I break them off in slivers. It's like as if you're whittling away the peppermint. And I guess one was just a little bit too hard, where the tooth was just ready to go. So down, I think it's had a root canal. That's why there's no pain or anything. But the tooth, I can wiggle it with my fingers. So I figure since it doesn't hurt, I can wait till I go back to the dentist, because he'll be cleaning my teeth. Well, he might as well just see if maybe they just have to put a couple of titanium pins in there to glue the bugger back on. I don't have enough teeth to worry about it at all. Got like a hockey mouth. And if you were going to want a good name for hockey fights, you could call it chicklets. Uh-huh. And right now, things are going good between me and Max. This looks like black ice here almost. It should be good for as far as the black ice is concerned, but you gotta be careful. last thing I want to do is get in an accident. Plus, I gotta get some sand thrown down on the driveway. It's pretty slippery getting in and out of the Jeep where it's parked now. Well, my son was just at Costco here just before Christmas, or just last week, before New Year's, I guess you'd say. And they were sold out of ginger ale. Could you imagine that? And my weight is doubled. Or not doubled, but it went up by quite a few pounds. Let's see, 20, 30 pounds. In a little more than a month. So I'm going to have to start doing something. I don't see the doctor till the end of the month. I don't know what it's like where you're from, but the doctors here, I think less than half the population of New Brunswick has a regular doctor. And the other doctors, this clown, a male person. Doctors here got way too many patients. You'd be on your damn deathbed, and it might take them a week or two or a month to get in there to go see them. There we go. Next week I'll be starting my regular physio once a week visits. After the girl gets back. Oh, someone out there hunting close. Getting bottles maybe. Beer cans. The ditches here are not too bad actually, because people pick up the garbage, and there's not, if you see someone throwing their garbage out, usually say something to them right away so they get the message like, hey, can't you wait? Throw it out somewhere else? Like the gas station? If you want to throw out some banana peels or orange peels or something like along that nature, that's not the same as all these damn coffee cups that are in the ditch. Now, I don't know how long it takes for a coffee cup to degrade itself till it just disappears. It goes back to soil or whatever. But at one point, I had a Facebook page about Tim Hortons and all these cups. So I'd take, driving around, I'd see pictures of coffee cups, you know, the paper cups, thrown out all over the place. Some places were really bad. They got a stop sign out in the country. They stop, throw their cup out, and it blows in somewhere into the ditch right there. That's where I was getting most of those pictures. Another sight I had was daylight savings time. And the Americans were going to drop it. And I thought, yeah, good. And our government here said, sounds like a good idea. We'll drop ours too, maybe. Well, we had to put our clocks back an hour already this year. So that didn't go over. They probably have to do a $1 million study on whether it's a good idea or not. It'd be great if they get rid of it. I can't. My dogs don't know any difference. You know, say if you're going to feed them at 5, or say 6 o'clock, which is after we eat, usually. And then in the fall, when we have to take the clock back, all of a sudden they're getting fed. At 5 o'clock summertime. And I think that's great. But the morning feeding screws up. Then when you go back to summer, they got to get used to eating an hour later again. So, personally, just get rid of the damn thing. I got to run around the house, change a whole bunch of these little clock radios back, fix their clocks up. Plus, we're getting quite a few power failures of late. Every time that happens, all the clocks are buggered up. Man, I'm tired. Slept into 7 this morning. We were hoping that because the toddlers were gone, we could actually get a chance to sleep in. But we got dogs that are like toddlers as well. So that didn't change. Well, I don't know. I'm hungry. These Skittles aren't helping. river's not even frozen. That's a rare sight this time of year. I'm not sure what the exact temperature is for this time, but it's a lot colder than what it is. Like right now, it's 1 degree out. It should be -10 and below. And extremely rare to have -30, 40 here. And with the lack of snowfall, it's good for the deer. It's about this time of year the deer go to the yard. A deer yard is when the snow gets so deep, say up around our house, or Sheepy Hollow, they'll head down to a place, usually a cedar thicket, and they'll winter there. And then as the snow recedes, in the spring they start working their way back into the high country. Wife told me there was a car in the ditch here the other day, right here. Not surprised. I could go for a nap. But I'm not going to. If I can get everything done before my foot appointment, then I go and get my feet done, and I can go and get a coffee and go right home. Which reminds me, I got some cards for Christmas. I could go and eat today too, maybe. Got $100 on a coffee card. Hope it don't rain. This is boring as hell. Doesn't help me stay awake, but poking along here. on, man. Step on it. All I want to do is close my eyes. Those kids at the house have worn me out totally. And I'm not doing half the work my wife is. But I picked up additional duties that I don't mind doing it. Try to keep the dishes down to a minimum in the house. Dry mop the floors to pick up all the hair. Simple stuff. What the hell, this guy here speeds all the way to town. And he can go faster now. What lane you going in here? Now he picks up speed. Oh, excuse me. Probably go to this Tim's on the way back. I'll definitely need something to help keep me awake. I might have to go Walmart twice. We'll see. Come on. Here we go. I'm not too far away from where the foot appointment is either. I have to go across the river, but from up here, maybe 10 minutes. Here's the Dollarama. We don't have $1 and $2 bills here in Canada anymore. We got a $1 coin and a $2 coin. One's called the loonie and the two's called the toonie. They last a lot longer than paper. Come on, boys. See if I can get parked out front. This old guy there, move your freaking car over. Oh, good. Yeah, here's a spot for me right here. Okay. I'll put the other camera on when I'm ready to go home. So we'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye-bye. There. Well, I thought I would fire it up because I got a ways to go yet before I start the other camera out. Oh, there's people coming at you out of the woodwork here. Of course, I can't freaking see because I didn't wipe off the back lens. Freaking run into some freaking... Oh, there's the baby cart. Okay, I'll get down here. And I should get out and do that anyway. There we go. Man, I'm out of breath. My back was freaking killing me. Of course, I had to go to both ends of the store, back ends. Be right back, just a sec. Oh, I should do the trick. Okay. Now, I need a lunch. I could have got McDonald's in there, but that's gross. Okay, let's see here. It's better than it was, but not good enough. But that's okay. There we go. Let's get out of here. So I got 35 minutes before my appointment. Here's a bunch of those mini homes. Those little houses, or whatever you call it. There's a whole bunch of them in there. Because we have like just about everywhere else, there's a housing shortage here. Oh, there's a... oh. Oh, good. Okay, we can turn this down now. There. I'm right. I feel better now, but holy man, I'm telling you, that was killing me. And I used to be a really good walker. Used to be. Okay. KFC, I guess. We'll go down here. This is the easiest way. This is the fastest, I think, this way. Grab a hot chicken sandwich or something. Let's go. Not yet. There we go. Phew, she's a hoodla. So, KFC's easy. We'll go down this way to the next light and hang a left or right. There we go. And we'll get in front of this dude. All right. The temperature 0. Might warm up a degree, but we drop down to closer to the river. We'll see. Heated seat. The heated steering wheel. They're a must in the car nowadays. Wow. Now I could have used a phone, a mobile, because I went in there and first thing I had to do is, I think all Walmarts are the same. So I went in there and I had to go to the pharmacy, backtracked it over to the vegetables. Then I went on a hunt for let me see. There was something else I was looking for here. I'm not getting enough oxygen to the brain, I guess. Here, we'll just cut this truck off here. We'll go down here. Alright. Anyway, let's get back to the tall tales. Ding, ding. So, I had to backtrack into the vegetable section. Then I had to hunt for hot dogs. Son, we got the closest ones I can get, I guess, to the ones that we like. The whiter the hot dog, the better. The other ones, the redder the hot dog, the more rubbery they are. And we don't like rubbery hot dogs, because that's what we used to get when we lived in Abu Dhabi. These freaking rubber ones. They're gross. There's just something about a hot dog when you bite into it. It can't be rubbery. So anyway, after that, which was fine, I went down the aisle I thought the juice was in. Couldn't find it. So I went over to the baby section. Bought some spoons, and I think that's all I needed there, baby spoons. From there, went out to the cashier, where I had to go back through the canned goods and stuff, looking for that stuff. And then I had to turn around after I got through the till, because I went up to the food service place there, whatever it is. Not the food service, the place where customer relations and all that stuff is. And they says, no, you got to go back to the automotive section. That's where we have all the online baby food stuff and whatever else you buy online. Okay, let's get a chickens. Yeah, you can give me the famous chicken sandwich combo. That's spicy. Yeah. And a little bit of ketchup and some Diet Pepsi, please.
Is that everything I can get for you today?
It's good.
Alright.
Okay, shukran. See if he picked up on that. There we go. Oh, there's the link there. Okay. Oh, here, take that. Just run it for me. Use whatever's up on that. And I got another one that's full for sure. All right. What the hell?
$60.50 left.
Left? Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll be coming back here.
Oh, just a second. There's a balance on the card. Sorry about that.
Okay. Oh, card back?
Yep.
I don't know which one it was.
Well, I will double check with you.
But this one there. Activate. Confusion. Trying to figure it out. I don't think it's your $60. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Here's your receipt, sir. $3.
Left.
$3.52.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
No problem.
Have a nice day. There. Just put that in my pocket. There we go. And we'll eat here. And then go. I don't want to back there. I'll leave that open. There. And we got 24 minutes to go. Right. Oh wow. Keep the bag. Dude. Here. Oh shit. No one likes it. I gotta get out. And we'll get back in. And why? Because I dropped the napkin on the floor. I couldn't bend over to get it picked up, so I had to get out. Holy frig. The only bonus I got going on today is that the nurse will have to put my socks back on. Wow. I never thought it would be like this when I got old. Holy frig. Alright, ketchup has been applied. See if I can keep some of this ketchup out of my beard today. There we go. So that's it. Somewhere around here is a motorcycle clubhouse. Gang clubhouse. And I'm close, I think. Not that I care. Well, it won't be long. The camera will die this time for sure. A Volkswagen, not Toyota. A Highlander. What's in a car? Whatever it is. I never was much for keeping track of what the car models were. That house up to the right here, he's got about 80% of it, maybe a bit more, with a metal over top of it, and the rest is shingles off to the side. Must have ran out of money. And the gutter's all bent to be Jesus. It's like the plow just shoves the snow right up the bank there. Yeah. Surprised you're cold now. Okay. Now, the messy part, the chicken sandwich. Alright. Oh, there's still more ketchup. Almost. If you don't ask for ketchup, you don't get it. And then when they give it to you, they should just give you a couple at the beginning. Ooh, spicy chicken. This looks good. Alright. Of course, there's a green light. I haven't missed it. Oh, there's it. Alright. It's not exactly hot, this thing. It'd be nice to have a microwave in your car. Alright. You get to see the scary way you get on the bridge here. See the cars queuing up to get in? Well, just see that rail? Keep the passengers on one side and the cars on the other? Well, the pickets, you see them on the right? I can't remember the name. You can't see through it. So you get up here and you have to go forward because you're blinded. It's like a solid wall. Oh, here we go. Made it. Real good. And I should have enough time to eat this once I park. Wow, there's ever a big piece of chicken in here. Oh, look at that. Hit the lights. Come on. Nope. All right. I'm here. How's that for fast? This is good. Okay, here we go. Wow. I'm done. There we go. Get the car going. And I won the lottery. And I spent it on 2 more tickets.
Well, but when I was a teenager,
Still didn't get that rear mirror. Or the rear view mirror thingamajiggy. The camera, backup camera. Still not working. Ooh, look at the hair on that girl. Have you seen an old guy with an interesting hairdo today? He had really long red hair. And white hair reminded me of like a skull cap, actually. The way it looked like was if you put your hand on top of his head, you spread your fingers. That was solid white on both sides of his head and down the back. And it only went down to about his ears. And the rest of his hair is past his shoulders, and it was just freaking red. This could be. Now, I got a full pot, so maybe I'll forget about the coffee today and just go home. So I won $10. my Christmas present my sister-in-law bought me. And after we scratched it all, I was quite happy to get that. 10 bucks. One of them I could have got 20,000, and another one I could have got. The other ones were 30,000. There was 5 different types, and I didn't know what to do. I don't buy those kinds of things. If I buy any kind of ticket, it's what we call a 649 here. We also have another one that's called Lotto Max. But the 649 doesn't have as big as a prize, except for this time. Usually, you look at 5 to 10 million, let's say on an average. And the other one is kind of like 30 and up. But this time I think it's 30 million for the 649, and somebody must have won the Lotto Max, because it's only worth 10 million for the next draw. And they only draw that one once every week, and the 649 is twice a week. So anyway, I got 2 tickets on the same draw. I hope I win. $30 million would just be whoopee. Lots of times I like to go up the right here, but I'm going to go this way this time because there's more traffic on this road than that way, and it's less likely to have black ice. And it's 2 degrees out right now down here. It's roadkill. When I lived out west, I used to get moose delivered to the house on a regular basis from a guy with a tow truck. My buddy had a tow truck. And he'd go pick, these moose would get hit in the highway, and any ones that were, say, just the head was smashed in, he'd pick them up. They're freshly killed, bring them to the house, and he'd extend his boom out the back with the moose on it. We'd hang it up. We'd cut it over the back of my pickup truck. All the guts would fall out into it. And I'd skin it out. There goes the back legs, front legs, and all the guts and the hide and everything would be in the back of the truck on a sheet of plywood. And on the plywood, inside the box, this 3/4 inch piece of plywood I had, it was, what do you call that, for outdoors wood there, treated. Anyway, I had a couple of, a rope tied from one corner to the other corner. And when I went to the dump, all I had to do was back it up to where the garbage pit was, and I would hook the rope onto something and latch it onto my loop, and I'd drive off, and all the guts would fall out splat into the garbage dump. Throw the sheet of plywood back in, and off we'd go till he showed up the next time. At one point, I had to tell him to quit sending me moose, bringing them in, because I had too much. I had a freezer that was full right to the brim. And 2 moose would fill a freezer, the one that I had, pretty well to the brim. But of course, I also went hunting too, so a lot of times I'd get my own moose. A little trivia there for you. Which reminds me of another story. My dad went fishing with a neighbor who had a boat. They went cod fishing. My dad came home, must have had close to 1,000 pounds of freaking codfish. I'd be about 12 or 13 years old. We ate codfish, I swear to God, almost every day for over 6 months. I hated it. But my dad would do whatever it took to save money. Oh, there's a guy in a chainsaw on his bike. Yeah, if I won the 30 million, I'd come up with an idea. Where I could put a certain amount in the bank, in trust, for my kids, where they could get interest every month. Like, it would be stupid to give them a whole $1 million each. But if you had the $3 million in a bank account, you probably make, what, 10% interest? Roughly speaking. That's $300,000 a year in interest that they would get hands on. Split, it's $100,000 a piece. And if you did it this way, they could spend it, they could only spend up to get 90% of it, and the other 10% would go back into the grand total, so their next check would be just a little bit more. And then when they get to a retirement age, they can have it all, whatever their share was. Or they could decide between them, when they got up that age, how they wanted to do it, where maybe they just keep it in there. Whatever. Not my problem. Just a thought. And I wouldn't tell anybody I got the money. Oh, geez, we almost got an empty tank of gas here. I didn't pay attention. Oh, well. I'll have to bring it to their attention when I get home. Ambulance. There's ambulances all over the place out here. Now, sadly, if there's an accident, say here, the closest one comes to the accident, does what they do what they do, and if there's another accident in the same area and the guy's busy, somebody else from some other area's got to come in here, like a coverage, which then means by the time they get the person to the city, they could be 2, 3, 4 hours away from where they're stationed. So some people ain't gonna make it. There we go. Yeah. Geez, I might even be able to make a good YouTube video with that kind of money. Little building going up back there. This reminds me of November back in Alberta that we'd go hunting. Everything would be frozen solid. You could see fairly good. And you go hunting with your binoculars, and we'd be on a dirt road like this. Not like this, but like at the house. And lots of fields. And they have another thing out west, they call them a cut line, if you're not familiar with it, the terminology. What it is when they do seismic work looking for oil and gas, they cut these trails through the woods straight as an arrow in the wintertime, and in the summertime or in the next fall of the next year, a lot of times you could drive your truck down there, or depending upon whether you had an ATV or not, go down there. And sometimes you could see for miles. It was great. Usually always got a moose and a white-tailed deer pretty near every fall. And I would feed my family with that. And it would vary in size. Depends upon how the wedding thing was going. And whether they had kids or not, my kids, that used to be my favorite time of year. In the fall before the big snow hits. Yeah. Life as a gas plant operator. Pretty good. Fairly decent salary. Or hourly rate, actually. In a union, so it wasn't so hard. It was kind of hard for them to get rid of you. But you don't make it so that they'll give them the opportunity to do your job. And I usually never had to work more than 3 days in a row. 12 hours, day shifts. Or nights. And I go golfing all summer long. And in spring, winter and spring, I would maybe ice fishing, or I had a 3-wheeler racing bike, a Honda 250R, and you go racing on the snowmobile trails. That was a lot of fun. There's a Guitarzan here. Country and Western singer. Huh. And in the fall, I go hunting every day. Maybe next year I'll go hunting down here. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Alright. Guys, it's going up again. Birds. Geez, there's still some green grass popping up. Yeah. I think Nick went in to do the Costco run. That'll be all the heavy stuff. Oh, it's out over there. Almost thought it was a dead deer. Oop. stump. I love it out here. Nobody bothers you. Except for the ones that you live with. Yeah. Might be a hockey game on tonight. I think my team lost 8 in a row now. That great start they had kind of went out in a fizz. As long as they don't end up dead last. But it wouldn't hurt me if it did, because there's a guy who's going to get drafted next draft. He's I don't know what you call it, an unbelievable hockey player. He's a junior. He broke 3 records of 3 different guys in this last tournament. Goals, assists, and overall points. And he's still got something like 3, 4 more games left to tally on it. Oh well. You see, this fellow bought himself a sawmill. That's 2 sawmills on this road, for sure. I used to watch a guy called Song with Sandy. Some Canadian guy. And he making videos on whatever he was doing. Equipment shed. He built himself a little house out there. In his woodlot, different things like that. I watched this Russian guy too. He made all by hand a water wheel that he uses it to generate some electricity. He grinds his own coffee up. All kinds of stuff he does. Made a bunch of boats. And a log home. bought my wife a box of chocolates today. They're on clearance. She had kept a few boxes over the years. These Clothing Street, which is really popular up here. But every year the size of the box would get smaller. This metal candy came in. And at the same time, just less chocolates would go inside. Got one pit stop to make before I go home. Oh man. Geez, a guy could get his own grader for out here if he wins that lottery. But be careful of that. People expect you to come out all the time. And I know in the past, like my neighbor here up on the right, not this one, next one, his wife hit a piece of off the grader that fell off, and it tore her front end, all the bits. Bits that tumbled through the car underneath. And they had to come good with it. This must be my neighbor. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's still zero. But look at the amount of snow here compared to down at the bottom of the hill. But we got more snow. And not only that, I think we get more bugs too, being up here. Slippy, slippy, slidey, slidey here. Alright, I'll let you go for now. Be right back. Okay, we're ready to go home now. I've done my duty with my friends. See that there's the little building to the right of the main shop there? That there, it's a chicken coop. But it used to be his observatory. I don't know how much use he got out of it. But he's got too many trees in the way. He was saying that where we live, it's ideal because you've got the whole southern sky. Anyway, I'm tired. That's neither here nor there. Okay. And off we go. Down the hill and up the other side and we're home. We'll call it a day. $4:30. So that's 4.5 hours I've been gone. I feel like I've been drugged behind the Jeep the whole time. And the nurse, that's good, she's going to call my doctor. I squeal on me because of my legs are swollen up real bad. Oh well. I'll have a few more Skittles while I can. A pretty good made house there. It's still standing. It's full of porcupines, I guess. Well now. Home sweet home. Nope, Nick's not here. Good. That damn dog better not come racing out. There's one shovel. There's two more shovels. And I gotta be extra careful here. Let me see it. That's close enough. So, farewell, friends. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed,